The question with knowing facilitation, the moral question becomes, what did I know? What did I intend? What did I enable? How foreseeable was the harm? Could I reasonably have refused? Was I profiting from the harm? That's a very useful framework. At the same time, we should be careful with your fentanyl example. Real world drug supply chains are complicated, as it would be wrong to assume that every person somewhere in a chain knows a particularly downstream intention. Biblical responsibility depends heavily on knowledge and intention, not merely association. Number 13. The same thing applies to corporations. Imagine a company discovers this product is likely to cause serious harm. Then executives deliberately hide that information because disclosure would reduce sales. The moral problem isn't merely the product, it's the deliberate concealment. Or our customers are psychologically vulnerable to this advertising, and the company intentionally designs the campaign around exploiting that vulnerability. Again, knowledge plus intentional design plus exploitation becomes morally significant. The Bible has enormous amount to say about this. James 5 condemns wealthy people who accumulate wealth while withholding wages from workers and exploiting them. The biblical concern isn't having money is sinful. It's what did you do to other human beings in order to acquire and preserve it? That's an entirely different question. And when I originally asked the same applying to corporations when it came to facilitation, that also goes to the greedy ways of trying to facilitate getting higher sales and taking advantage of the consumer through things like raising prices unnecessarily. But again, that's a matter of inflation, which is still biblically tackled. If you dive into scripture, you will find out. Number 14. Governments are not exempt. This is one of the places where scripture becomes surprisingly modern. Isaiah condemns those who make unjust laws that deprive vulnerable people of justice. Amos condemns systems in which the poor are taxed and oppressed while the powerful prosper. The Bible, therefore, doesn't merely ask, did an individual steal? It asks, did an institution construct a system that systematically takes from the vulnerable?